on the legislation that would overhaul the NSA's handling of American phone records. Legal authority for the programs expired at midnight. Worcester News Tonight's Erica Isi has more on what that means for the government. Erica?
Calling 3 provisions of the Patriot Act did expire at midnight, and today I spoke with a local professor who breaks it down and says some Americans are just concerned about their privacy. Congress lets the Patriot Act expire. The government is no longer allowed to collect phone records or use roving wiretaps as a practice to combat terrorism. Congress established the Patriot Act after 9/11 to intercept and obstruct terrorism. Vazy Bagarov of Becker College says the government's surveillance tactics brought privacy concerns to some Americans.
The government will not be able to legally collect and retain that data.
They also failed to pass the USA Freedom Act, which left phone records with phone companies, allowing the government to search them. Bagarov says some people worry to what extent the government can use their personal data.
Origin, destination, and the duration. Should we be concerned about that? Can something be done with that data afterwards? Absolutely.
He says the FBI and other government agencies use the information to monitor suspicious behavior.
They won't have time to use data for something that relates to anything other than national security or protecting us, protecting the United States.
He says similar personal data is collected every day.
People concerned about their privacy should think about the fact that if they had a Facebook profile once in their life, the personal data about them is already in at least 5 marketing databases.
Some Americans, he says, they have nothing to hide, and monitoring communication to prevent terrorism is a sense of public service.
Government protects us, government provides our security, and this data would make its work more efficient.
Now, the professor says the Patriot Act is not completely dead. Congress still has to find a balancing act between collecting information and finding ways to identify terrorists. Colleen?
All right, tough balancing act.